You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast with your host, Safan. Transmission will commence momentarily.
How you guys doing? My name is Stefan. This is the HighlyEvolvedPodcast. Podcast. You can find me in social media via Twitter at Gab.ai. Before we start, I just want to say this is a pro-American channel for real American patriots. If you're a liberal, socialist, Marxist, Democrat, please exit the channel. And on that note, guys, let's start the show. This episode, I want to bring you what California has done to try to pass. They just passed this bill, right? This bill called SB-27, I think, right? Which prevent Donald Trump from being on the ballot if he don't release 5 years of his tax reform. First of all right, this is one example of California trying to restrict the people power. How the hell you can tell people who they can and can't vote for? All right, this is an example of it. This is fascism, basically. If you don't agree with what I have to say with politics, you know what? We won't even let you have the option of voting for the people that you want. All right? Because we don't agree with the president's policy, we won't let you vote for him. See, that's dictatorship. And you know, back in the days, they tried to pass some bill similar to this, right? And government Jerry Brown, he didn't sign it. I think he vetoed it, right? You know, it's gotta be a big problem if a liberal socialist like Jerry Brown agree with that. You know, it's a bad bill. And what they did, they go and do it again anyway, a second round. And you know, this time Gavin Newsom, Mr. I want to tax your water, bang your wife, right? Mr. Go to El Salvador while he's not taking care of what was the problem in California, right? To do his freaking travel plan, business plan, whatever. You know he's going to sign this bill, right? Now what happened is that state law does not dictate federal law. State law does not conduct federal elections. That's under the federal rules. So regardless of they're doing this thing, right, it's unconstitutional. So that, you know, it will happen that Gavin Newsom will sign this bill. It's going to go up to the court, and the court going to shoot it down, all right, because it's unconstitutional. It doesn't take a smart guy to realize this is unconstitutional. This is state power try to overpower federal law, which you can't do that. Federal law will always overpower state law, all right? This is overreaching. This is telling the people who they can and can't vote for. All right? If the people want to vote for Donald Trump, they should have the option to vote for Donald Trump. Now, granted, California is leaning left, so Donald Trump won't be able to vote anyway. To win California anyway. But at least the people have an option to vote for him. All right? And now they're overreaching their power, their authority, telling the people who they can and cannot vote for. That's basically what it is. This is showing that the Democrat, the reason why they're doing it, they ain't got no policy to run on. They ain't got no good policy, no message, no leadership at all. It's saying that, okay, our ideas is bad, but you have no choice at all. You got that people of California, you don't get no choices. All right? Now don't get me wrong. Not all of California like this. The only California are like this is the stupid people in the coast. Los Angeles, San Francisco, right? Hell, even San Diego too, right? They're all leaning Democrat now. Okay? But people outside of those areas, in the rural California areas, they're conservative. Bakersfield, Lancaster, okay? Ridgecrest, they're more leaning conservative. San Luis Obispo, they're conservative, Republican, all right? But the people at these high populated areas in California are running the show. Just because they don't like the president, they think they have the authority to do whatever they want to do. We need to vote the Democratic Party out. All right? They're fascists. They can't play by the book. They know they can't win, right? That's why they have to go this low, try to win. Right? They got no message to run on. Right? They don't have no idea that they can't do this. It's unconstitutional. All right? The election committee are run on the federal level, not on the state level. And because it's California doing this, all the liberal state are trying to do something similar too, which they don't understand that it's not a rule for a citizen to release their tax reform. And what do I care what Donald Trump did on his taxes 5 years ago, right? Let's be honest. During that time, he's a private citizen, right? So that's private information. The reason why all these politicians release taxes because they're politicians and they're willing to release it to show some kind of transparency. This is why. Because they're politicians. Because the politicians, the reasons why they release it is to show whether they're not corrupt or not. To show whether they're not taking outside money, right? Now, compared to Donald Trump, when he was a private citizen, he can't do that. It's a private businesses. He's not bidding for any office within those time, right? Since he's a president right now, then he might be able to release his tax reform, so there's no corruption. But during that time, 5 years ago, before he ran for president, right? He's a private citizen. He's not obligated to release his tax reform, okay? Because he's not serving anybody. Now with this politician right now, they're serving a lot of people. That's why they're releasing their tax reform to show some kind of transparency with them and the people. All right. So it's two different things. You can't compare Donald Trump in his private life to the Donald Trump when his public figure life. You can't do that. It's totally different. It's two different events. All right. Now with people like Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, and all these stupid Democrats, right? Now, when you compare them, they're career politicians. They've been politicians for all of their career. So of course they have to release their tax reform to show some kind of corruption. This is why Obama released his tax reform. Mitt Romney released his tax reform. All the previous presidential candidate that ran before Donald Trump released the tax reform because all these previous presidential candidates were politicians. But Donald Trump was not a politician. That's why he's not obliged to release his tax reform. During that time, he was a private citizen, and that's private matter. And like I said before, this is not written in the book. There's no rules out there saying that you have to release the tax reform. This politician that released it, they released it willfully on their own. They don't have to release it, right? Barack Obama don't have to release it. Mitt Romney don't have to release it. George W. Bush don't have to release it, right? They really feel releasing it, all right? There's no rule in the federal election that says you have to release tax reform, okay? And they're gonna say that, oh, he's doing bad in his taxes, and Joy Behar come out of nowhere. If you come out of nowhere, you know Joy Behar is stupid woman, right? On The View, I don't watch The View. The View is a mentally deranged group of women talking about nonsense. That's why I don't watch The View, all right? Come out of nowhere and said, oh, if he's doing failing, would you trust him with your money? First of all, how is he failing? He's the rich as heck. He obviously knows nothing about money if he's able to stay rich. All right? If you don't know anything about money, he's not rich. He's not at where he's at right now. If he's bad at money, he wouldn't have $4 billion in the bank, right? Or maybe $3 billion in the bank, right? If he's not smart with money. Obviously, he's smart with money. All right? Obviously, he's still a billionaire. If he's not smart with money, he'll been broke a long time ago. All right? He knows how to manage his money. If he's able to run an election, if he's able to run a campaign against Hillary Clinton, the campaign monster that injected billions of dollars in her campaign and still lost to him, right? He spent fewer money on his campaign than Hillary Clinton and won. Right? He didn't spend that much money at all. Right? He know how to distribute his money. He know where to spend his money, where not to spend his money. The Democratic Party, they think the more money you spend, more likely you get elected. That's not the answer. See, Democrats do not know how to run an election at all. They do not know how to run an election. Right? The reason why Barack Obama won the election is because George Bush was done so bad that people got tired of a conservative. That's why he won. Right? If George W. Bush wasn't a clumsy oaf like he was, or now, then we probably have another Republican candidate. Right? And plus, during George Bush, the last year of his lame duck presidency, it was caused by the Democratic Party. The bank, the subprime mortgage, that was caused by the Democratic Party. Chris Dodd, Barney Frank. It was under Democratic rule that allowed to give these easy loans to unqualified people. That was Democratic Party. They don't understand that. All right? And you want a Democrat to do this thing? Democrats are the worst thing you could do to this country. All right? Like I said before, my mission to this channel is to prevent the Democrat from being elected to any office. That's my mission. All right? My mission for this channel is to warn people not to vote Democrat. All right, that's the mission to this channel. Yeah, the Republican have bad ideas too, right, here and there, but not comparable to the Democratic Party. All right, this is why I'm strongly against the Democratic Party. Don't get me wrong, I'm against Republican Party too, right? But I'm more strongly against the Democratic Party. They do more harm to this country than any other party at all. Of all. All right, the mission to this channel is to make people think and make them not elect a Democrat to their party. That's the mission of this channel. All right? Not take the presidency. All right? And Nancy Pelosi want to say that, oh, we must not have a second term. First of all, you don't speak for the rest of California, right? You got elected for San Francisco, not the whole state. All right? What the Democrats do? What's their solution? All right? For problem. Oh, we'll give you money. We'll give you reparation, right? We'll give you this. We'll give you that. We'll give you this. We'll give you that. We'll give you all this free money. We'll give you UBI. You know what's that saying? All right? That's saying that, oh, you are stupid. You are too stupid. We know you cannot get out of, you know you can't get out of your situation. You know you can't reach prosperity. Because you are so stupid, you cannot reach our prosperity. You cannot rise above, right? We have to give you money. You have to depend on the government, all right? We know that you can't be prosperous, so you need the government. So here, we're giving you money. That's what it's saying. That's what the Democratic Party is saying, that we're incapable of getting out of a situation on our own. That's what they're saying. We are incapable of being prosperous. We are incapable of being rich. We are incapable of being free. So you need the government. You need the Democratic Party. That's what they're saying, right? That's a slap in the face to everybody who work hard in their life. That's a very slap in the face. It's telling everybody else that they are incapable of rising above all else. That's what they're saying, right? When they're giving out free money, reparations, free healthcare, right? All this free colleges, that means, oh, you guys are too stupid, so you need to depend on the government. That's what it means. They're saying that we're stupid, we're incapable, right? That's what they mean. You have to read the underlining of their message, right? Oh, we'll give you money. You guys are not incapable of starting your own business. You guys are incapable of being prosperous. You guys are incapable of being rich. You guys are incapable of this, that, and that. You guys are incapable of paying for college. So what? You know what? We'll give you free money, so you guys will be dependent on us forever. All right, that's what their message is. All right, you guys are incapable of making a basic income, so here's free money. You guys are incapable of buying a home, so here's an apartment, all right? While on the backhand, they're helping illegal immigrants on the side. They want to give us free money, but yet again, they're giving all these resources to illegal immigrants. They break their promise to us and then keep a promise to illegals. Doesn't make any sense. See, the Democratic Party are off the rail. They're stupid, and now they try to overreach, take the power from the people to elect whoever they want by saying that Donald Trump cannot be on the ballot because he don't release his tax reform. That's not a rule at all. Why is it a rule? It's not a federal rule. And you guys are overreaching state California. You guys got no power over federal law. If the people want Donald Trump on the ballot, they want Donald Trump on the ballot. Not everybody in California are Democrat. Not everybody in California are liberal. If they are, they're brainwashed into these major cities right now. All right? State Bill 27. What the heck? If Jerry Brown first inclination of this back in the days it was a bad idea, what do you think it would be right now? All right? If you're going to do this, everybody would vote in droves. It's going to backfire in California. All right? It's unconstitutional. This bill, if Gavin Newsom will sign it, Mr. Bang Your Wife Gavin Newsom, right? He will sign it, and then it's gonna go to the court, and the court gonna throw it down, say you can't do it. This is unconstitutional, and Donald Trump gonna win again. Trust me, all right. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. You think the Democrats is off the rail? Like I said before, this is a anti-democratic channel. All right. Our mission is prevent people from voting for Democrats, preventing people from electing the Democrats, preventing from the Democrat take the presidency. All right. And I know, guys, I'm not monetized by YouTube. That means I'm demonetized. That means I'm not bounded by outside interference. That means I'm unscripted, unrehearsed, unedited, unrestricted, right? I mean, I can say what the heck I want. Because of that, I'm not taking any donations. I'm doing this for free for the passion because I want to wake up America from not voting Democrat. If you like what I do, please follow me on social media, twitter.gap.ai, and most importantly, like, share, and importantly, I want to get my message to as much people as possible. You can share my video, and most importantly, right? I don't want to sound like a broken record. Subscribe to my channel. All right. If you like what I do, please subscribe. It really helps a lot. All right. And on, guys, this is Stefan for the Highly Evolved Podcast. I'll check you guys in the next broadcast. And on, guys, you guys have a good day and peace.